All right. Welcome in, guys, to episode 52
1
of the
year.
Young Guns podcast. That is a 1 year mark. Huge accomplishment for the podcast. Man, it's been a
That's kind
long
of
journey.
oh my God, that's kind of
Yeah,
poetic just because of things that me and KB are planning just a week from now.
yeah. Hey, man,
If
don't
only it
don't
was
spoil
if
this.
only it was 1 week later, bro.
Right.
Oh
Damn,
my God.
damn, damn. You should have planned it better, man. You should have planned this
I
better.
That's on me, bro. That's on me.
But what's going on, guys? What is going on? Hub Watchers 27 Squad, whatever you guys like to call yourselves, doesn't matter. Welcome in. We got another episode for you guys as we'll be covering the latest news on New York Giants minicamp that's just begun. I think we just wrapped up day 2, and so we've got a lot of different press conferences and different kind of takes from beat writers and stuff like that about what's going on in Giants minicamp. So what's going on, Logan? What's going on, Edward Chan? Nate talks Giants. Harrison Aaron, the Mets / Bucks fan. Jalen McGill, Jaden the Champ, Mac the Giants fan, King Justin in the building. What's going on, guys? Glad you guys are here with us. I know I haven't been posting in a long while, guys. I'm working on bigger videos. I just finished with a script with one video, and then I'm starting to make in the works of another video. But the content will not cease. It's just taking a little bit. Hey, Joe Yato is in the building, and Kush was just telling me about the little collab or hangout with Joel. That was pretty fun, man. It makes me wish I was up north with everybody. That's where everybody's at. And I feel
There's a
like
good
such
amount
a
of people
freaking
down in
loner.
Florida, bro.
I know, but
I'm
dude,
surprised
Florida
you haven't
is
tried
so
to
big.
I'm surprised you haven't tried to like go over to like the Bobby or have Bobby come over to you. You guys are
No,
not that far apart,
no,
aren't you?
Bobby's far from me, dude.
How many hours?
Bobby's like down south. He's all the way south, if I'm not mistaken.
How many hours though?
We're probably talking 5 hours, something like that.
Okay, I can
I think he's
understand
near the
that.
Miami area. He
I
might be
can
near the
understand it.
Miami.
Technically, I was like 5 hours away from Joel though.
Yeah, technically. But you were visiting other people too, right? You're
I
going on a
was,
little.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was on the
Yeah.
way. Shout out to everybody in here, by the way. The FBI is in the chat. What up, FBI? Harrison, what up, man?
FBI. Oh snap!
Yeah. Dominic is
Oh
in
my
here.
goodness. Oh,
Visions. I haven't seen Visions in a minute.
Visions. Hey man, Visions. I know Visions is happy. He got his new quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. So I know he's happy. What's going on, Visions? That's my favorite Jacksonville fan right there. Let's see. Mike Nixon in the building, the OG.
Yes,
the OG.
Mike finally got back to coaching today.
Yes.
After like how many, like what, a year and a half, maybe 2 years?
Man.
Crazy.
Hey man, I'm rooting for you, Mike. I'm rooting for your team.
DJ
Mike,
well.
he sent me his team. Mike, you gotta send me what your team is again, and so I can follow them as well. But I'm glad you're getting back into coaching, man. I loved all the stories you used to give me about their playoff.
Well, it's not
run.
even like he's getting back into it. It's that his school is getting back into playing.
Yeah. But yeah. So. But anyway, CJ, what's going on? FBI is on the watch. So yeah, basically, all the pressure that happened today, we heard a lot of Patrick Graham. We just got a super chat.
Shout out to Tudo.
We heard a lot of Patrick Graham. Jabril Peppers talking highly about him. I think Logan Ryan was yesterday or something like that. Then Patrick Graham got on the mic himself and said some very, very, very nice things. And stuff that makes Giants fans should make Giants fans feel good.
Why don't you say what he said? You're kind of beating around the bush here.
What do you mean?
I said, why don't you say what he said?
Patrick Graham said? Oh, well, Patrick Graham pretty much said that the Giants defensive coordinator job was his dream job, and that's kind of why he. You know what? I forgot that he was a candidate for the Jets job. I totally forgot that. And then that kind of like they hired Who they hired? They hired who the hell they hired? This dude. The Jets hired
Robert Saleh.
Robert Saleh, yeah,
who's also a pretty good coach.
Yeah, he's a pretty good candidate as well. Another defensive mind as well. So he's probably the bigger name at the time. Anyway, but I totally forgot he was a coaching candidate, man, and that kind of like blew over as soon as Saleh was hired. But We got some stuff to talk about there. Quickly, let's get to the super chat. Tudo Azuri, what's going on, man? Ciao, my Giants paisanos.
I feel like that shouldn't be hard for you to pronounce because like Italian is not that far off from Spanish in pronunciation, right?
Yeah, but paisanos is not anywhere close to Spanish though. There's no word close to paisanos in Spanish. But KB and Kush, how you fellas doing? Just dropped by your office and pay my respects. Don't turn off the lights. Turn on the lights. And turn on the lights. Oh,
Tudo's
okay.
the best light man you could have, man. He always turns on the lights.
Shine bright. Morrisville High School, by the way, if anybody's wondering, Morrisville High School. I believe that's what state? Is that PA? It's PA, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to PA. You know, I got love for PA. Spent a couple years in PA in Stroudsburg area. Shout out to the 570. But that being said, okay, so Kush, question to you, man. What was the I guess the highlight of the press conference today, or what you really took out of today's pressers, if you have any?
So for me, and my vid today on it was basically mostly on the pressers. I don't know if there was one after Thomas McGahee and Patrick Graham. There might have been, but at the time I was recording, those were the two that already took place. So from Thomas McGahee, he really spent a lot of time, obviously, because reporters what they're asking, but he spent a good amount of time talking about Kadarius Toney and the fact that so far in minicamps, Kadarius has been exclusively working in the return game, specifically punt return game, which I'm not completely surprised by. I don't think anybody should really be surprised by it. And he was basically saying how he has a unique set of skills and that Toney is really suited for the punt return game, at least at this point in his career. I mean, a lot of wide receivers start out as returners. It's not exactly someone should be surprised by. And I think that's exactly how Toney is going to begin his career with us. He's going to start off on special teams, and he's going to essentially work his way up into being that wide receiver that we all hope he can be. It's probably not what a lot of fans want. They want him immediately to be the wide receiver. But the fact of the matter is he still has a couple skills to develop. I personally think he can start right away, like as a number 3. But the Giants do have a good wide receiving core, so he's going to have to earn his spot a little bit. But he's going to be a dangerous weapon in the return game. What do you think about that? With Thomas McGahee and them using him so far exclusively in the return game?
Yeah, I mean, I of course knew that in just looking at Kadarius Toney's skill set, just looking at his skill set, you would obviously kind of think that he would be used in the return game. My only question is, will he be day one returner on kick or punts? I mean, I think Jabril Peppers
last
is pretty
year,
much guy.
Peppers was our punt and Darnay was our kick.
Right. So I feel they're probably going to make him the kick returner, but how long do you think he'll do that? Because if he becomes more and more of a weapon on offense, I have to imagine that he won't be used too much in the return game, or he'll be like an Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown pretty much played both. Yeah, he played return and played primarily on offense. So maybe he does a little bit of that and remains day one starter. But you have to ask the question, like, will he be the go-to guy in the kick return game? Because there's so much return talent on this team. It's ridiculous. Well, if all these guys make it, right? Now, mostly the wide receivers can do it. You got some corners that can do it. Obviously, you got Jabril Peppers that can do it.
I think Deion Lewis maybe at the beginning of the year, Edward, but I'm pretty sure Darnay at some point was our starting kick returner. Right? Am I wrong on that?
I think he probably took snaps, but I thought it was Deion mostly because I remember all the fumbles that he had on kick returns. But he probably took some of them. But if John Ross comes back, if John Ross makes the team, rather, he'll probably be looked at for some kick returns as well. I don't know if Darius Slayton's going to be taking any because he's a burner. Yeah, there's so much different options you can take there. So that's going to be interesting. Tudo with another super chat. I appreciate you, man. He says, FYI, Kush, your Eagles joke with 2 more tickets was originally my father's joke, which went viral on Italian YouTube 4 years ago. Forget about it. So tell me about the joke, man. What are you talking about?
So the joke, he made a joke about Eagles tickets. I forgot what it was, but then I made a response joke. I was like, so I got a friend, he's an Eagles fan. He had 2 Eagles tickets sitting on the dashboard of his car. Unfortunately, somebody broke into his car and left another 2 Eagles tickets.
I would too, dude. I would too.
So, I mean, listen, bro. Tudo, if your dad made that joke, that's a pretty old joke, though, with the framework. That'd be pretty cool. But I know you joking.
That's a funny one. Let's see here. I thought it was Dante
Ooh,
Pettis. He could take returns too. Odell
Edward.
Beckham
I did
Pettis.
not know that. Ellerson Smith was getting first team reps in minicamp. Okay,
Let,
that's
let me.
interesting.
I'm not gonna drink the Kool-Aid yet, but remember, I did tell. I was telling everybody, listen, Ellerson Smith. We don't know what he's capable of right now yet, because first of all, we haven't seen him play at 260 really besides the Senior
Mhm.
Bowl, and we don't have any tape on him in 2020 besides the Senior Bowl, because I think either he opted out or his team did not play at all, but I know he did not play in 2020. So he's a totally different player now. He should have learned a lot more moves with 1 year off. So listen, Ellerson Smith, we don't know what this guy is. We don't know if he's better or a lot worse than what the tape showed in 2019. So yeah,
A lot of
listen,
people are
man.
extremely high on him. Some people have already labeled him like the immediate replacements of O'Shane, and in
Oh
like in 2
yes,
years or a year or two, the replacement to Lorenzo. I'm like, you guys are
yeah.
pretty high on him.
I maybe it's me just not. Holy crap! Holy crap!
What?
What the hell,
Yo, what's happening?
dude? The freaking asteroid just landed on Earth or something like that?
Nah.
Holy crap!
What happened?
Dude, it's a freaking shooting star, like the size of a freaking airplane.
You
Just
should have turned the
freak-
camera, bro. Like all we
what
saw this
the
man get up.
freak was that? Yo, that's just freaked me out, dude. Holy crap!
You
I
saw
never
it
seen
right
that.
outside your window.
Dude, that was not just a shooting star. That thing was straight up green fire, bro. No joke.
Yo, you should
The
check see if there's any
freaking
aliens,
streak was
bro. How
green,
far away
bro.
did it look from you?
Bro, it did not look far at all. It looked like it was in this freaking atmosphere. I'm not even joking. It
Hi,
didn't
but I'm talking about miles wide.
Yo, I
Miles
don't know how
wide.
far. It's definitely.
You should
I don't know.
definitely take your
It wasn't
camera
that
and go
big.
check it out.
Holy crap! That sucker
Yo,
was huge.
I wish you had your camera turned, bro.
I mean, it's gone now. It's way gone now. It went past my window frame. I gotta check the news on later. I gotta check the news later.
Okay.
I gotta, dude, that scared the hell out of me. That wasn't just a regular shooting star, bro.
Bro,
I see shooting stars.
You said it was green?
Dude, it was green. Holy crap. It was like, all right, the base was yellow and it was streaking yellow, but it faded green.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
I don't know what to say.
Like,
I'm thrown off right now. Oh my god.
can anybody who's also in Florida confirm?
Yo.
This man is completely thrown off guard right now.
Yeah, right, Joe. That's
new
what they're gonna
military
say.
weapon, bro.
That's what they're gonna say. Yeah, it's a military experiment.
Well, I mean, not NASA, the CIA has confirmed years ago that UFOs exist. It's just nobody ever paid attention to it.
Holy crap. Well, I think I got another super chat. Did I?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. All right. Tudo, my bad, man. Holy crap. I want to see that again. Oh my god. All right. Tudo, $5 super chat. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. He says, how do the Eagles spend the first week of training camp? Studying the Miranda rights, Tudo.
You know what the Miranda rights
You
are,
have the
right?
right to remain silent.
Yeah, that stuff right there that they reach you when you get arrested.
Did you guys hear? Well, I think you're the one that retweeted it. That they cut Trevon Grimes.
Yes.
And they let go of Khalil Tate, the quarterback wide receiver experiment.
Listen, bro, they cut the GOAT Trayvon Grimes. The Giants need to pick him up, reunite him and Kadarius Toney, bro.
I've been saying it, man. Eagles fans were telling me to shut up and that I was just a hater. But listen, the Eagles the wide receiver the Eagles wide receiver problems still continue. They still remain.
We'll see what happens with Devontae Smith, to be honest.
Yeah. Because dude, there were more Trevon Grimes videos that I've seen than Devontae Smith. I swear. I don't know what it is, man. What's Kid Blue's real name? Everybody knows my real name. I don't want to say my government name, but everybody knows my name is Gio. But it's cool. Will the Giants trade Logan Ryan? No, Timothy. They're not going to trade Logan Ryan.
Well, it's a good question because Jabril Peppers' contract is coming up, and unfortunately, I don't know if we will be able to re-sign this dude or extend this dude.
Right, but what are you gonna get for Logan Ryan?
Well, I don't want to trade Logan Ryan either because I'm pretty sure he's going to be a defensive captain this year. But what do you think is going to happen with the whole contract situation with Jabril?
Well, we have like you said, and like a lot of people say, there are not a lot of in 2024 or something like that. It's like nobody's like remaining on the Giants or something like that. They're gonna have cap space. It's gonna open up somehow. I'm not really gonna be focused on that now because we were focused on it all this offseason. Somehow they were able to make something out of nothing. So I don't even think it's worth even speculating in right now because odds are it's just speculation. We're gonna be wrong anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as that goes, I mean, Logan Ryan will probably, like we see with a lot of these veterans that sign, multi-year deals, they'll probably be released 1 year left on their deal or whatever the case may be.
The difference is just because the impact he's having as a leader, I don't think he's going to be released.
Right, exactly. And so, and if Patrick Grimes remains, which I don't know if it's a possibility. If he does, then that's great. And if he does, I imagine he's going to try to keep that 3 safety system. So there will be no need to let go of Logan Ryan, keep Xavier McKinney in there, Jabril Peppers, and try to re-sign Jabril Peppers. But let's see, KB, are you a big Gio Urshela fan? I think he's a baseball player, and I don't watch baseball, so no.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, I think he's a Yankee, but no, I don't like baseball. I can't watch it. I can't.
Sure thing, Joel. I mean, anybody's welcome for that Friday night discussion. That's gonna be fun.
Friday night discussion for what?
So, like, while I was doing my call-in show last night, we ended up. My friend called in. One of my closest friends called, and he's like, "Let's talk about the top 5, top 10, and then top 5 NBA players of all time." And then it somehow got shifted into the top 5 NFL players of all time. And somehow, some way, Nate and Ash Money have Tom Brady as the greatest player of all time above LT. And I was just like, we're going to have to continue this on Friday.
Not going to like my answer, man. But he's looking at me like he wants to kill me. You're not going to like my answer. But I got to say Tom Brady's the greatest.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
His face, his nod of disappointment. He's like,
it's a typical Dallas fan answer. It's all.
Oh man, typical Dallas fan answer. I love LT. Don't get me wrong. I love LT, but he's not even number 1 on the sacks list right now, is he? Hello? KB is canceled. He left. Is he number 1 all time in sacks? LT. I don't even know his LT. Lawrence Taylor, all time sacks. Hold on. Hello? Are you here? All right, there we go. Is he all-time sack leader?
Even if he wasn't, you really about to use that?
Listen, man. I don't know. I gotta say Tom Brady. Okay. I got to.
Okay. This is why this Friday night exists. I'm
gonna join in there.
That's why we're gonna do this thing on Friday night.
I'm gonna join in there.
I'm gonna save all my energy for that in regarding to that specific conversation. And yeah.
I'm gonna join in there.
I mean, sacks were basically created because LT existed. The stat of sacks.
That's true. And
here's what it is.
On top of that, well, and it makes a lot more sense too because he's not only is he the sack leader. When he first got into the league, they weren't even counting sacks. So
all his sacks aren't even counted, man.
Well, can't they just go back and film and
You think they got film like that? I don't know.
They do. Yes, they do. That freaking NFL archives. You have games from the 1960s still available, dude.
So that's on the NFL, bro. They're not doing their due diligence.
Shooting stars, please make KB scared again. Guys, if you guys were not here for that, Then you just missed it. But holy crap! And that it didn't even fade. It didn't even fade away. It kept going, and it kept going, and then until it got out of frame. I was
Mike,
like,
just
holy crap!
drop the link in here. I can't really check Discord right now. If you can, drop the link right here.
Send you a tweet about the defense. Oh man, but I don't know. I don't know what else really from pressers to
Oh well, yeah. With
really
I talked about
indulge on.
McGahee, and then with Graham. For me, I liked his comments on the Fidi Odenigbo, who's now officially wearing number 44.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and he looked good in number 44 too. He posted 2 pics of himself on his Twitter account, and I was just like, I don't know why, but I was surprised at how well built Fidi is. That's something weird to say, but I expected him to have a lot more of a defensive end type of body because that's
No,
what he's
he does.
playing.
I mean, yeah,
But
he doesn't
he
really
has
look like
like a
that.
very good like frame and to play that outside linebacker position.
Mm-hmm.
And Patrick Graham, everything he was saying that he liked about Afidi was regarded specifically towards pass rush. He was like, he's a very physical dude. He's a very natural pass rusher. And it just made me more excited to see him on the field because he's technically our second leading sack guy right now, even though his sacks weren't with the Giants, it was the Vikings. But over the past 2 years, he's technically the second leading sack guy on the team right now. So I'm very excited to see what he could do. And he just looks good in 44. You know what I mean? Like when Marcus Golden wore 44, it took me a while to get used to it because I just don't like the 40s as numbers. But Afidi looks good in 44.
Yeah, there are a couple other pass rushers out there that were 44. I can't remember their names right now. Besides Marcus Golden, of course. Mike Nixon dropped the link if you're gonna look at that.
So he said defensive personnel today: Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence, Aziz, Ellerson, Blake, Reggie Ragland, that is, Jabril, Logan, James Bradbury, Adoree, Darnay. Low key, that might be our starting defense. Except I still think Lorenzo has the edge over Ellerson, but that's a very close to what I think our starting defense could be.
Yeah. Did you see the PFF rankings? I didn't necessarily see them. I seen what everybody was talking about the Giants, where they rank them on these things going into 2021.
The only two I saw was we had the number 7 secondary, which I think was that's pretty accurate. And we have the number 32 offensive line.
Yeah, that's exactly
which I'm like, I don't completely hate, because let's keep it real. Our offensive line is 100% unproven right now. Well, I don't know if it's the worst.
Unproven, but not the worst.
Yes, I don't know if it's the worst, but it's
like, what about the Texans?
Bottom of the league.
What about the freaking Texans, man?
Yeah.
What about the Seahawks? Like those teams always have their quarterbacks running for their freaking lives.
Well, to be fair with the Seahawks, Texans are going, but not Seahawks, because Russell will be running into sacks.
That's true, but the Seahawks have always had like bad freaking offensive linemen. But I don't know about the worst. And I don't even know about number 7 for the Giants secondary. Man, put some more respect on the damn Giants secondary. We have depth. Not only our starters are good, we have freaking depth. Look at our freaking cornerback.
I'm fine with the number 7 ranking. I honestly am.
Screw that, man.
We were like, as a secondary last year, I think 16th. So I think that's right around where I see us improving as a secondary.
Like, is our secondary really 6 spots worse than the Broncos, who are number 1 right now? Justin Simmons is great. It's fantastic. Their corners,
maybe entering the year, but I think by the year's end we'll be top 5. But entering the year, I have no problem with that.
Oh man, Bobby Murphy back in. I didn't even recognize him because he changed his profile picture. What's going on, Bobby? What's going on, Bobby?
32nd, Bobby. If you go and troll right.
You're on. It's 32nd, man. 32nd. Maybe
but
yours.
By the end of the year, it's gonna be like 15 or 14. Trust. All we need is an average.
I would think so too, man. I'm hearing a lot of talks that the Zach Fulton guy may be starting.
I wouldn't have a problem with it. It depends who he replaces. It really does.
Freaking Lemieux, please. Do we know?
Tudo says you didn't read his last super chat.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, you did not. Yeah.
That went by.
Yeah.
Oh man, Tudo, I apologize, man. Thank you for the super chat, Tudo. I was probably backed up from the other super chat that I missed from when I saw the star. What's the best way to teach your dog to roll over and play dead? Have him watch the couple Eagles. Well, at that point, Tudo, your dog might really be dead. Bro. Tudo, if you do that, your dog actually might die. Okay, you want to play dead, not just be dead. Okay,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
because
Played at
he
is the
will probably
Cowboys, but beat at is the Eagles.
exactly. Oh man, exactly. The Eagles have the worst O line. Add Wentz and Love, you get 65 sacks or 64 allowed. Yep, pretty much. So I'm trying to think anything else from these press conferences. Jabril Peppers had a lot of good things to say about Nate Solder. Nate Solder in his press conference, I didn't watch him. I saw a couple quotes that he didn't care who was the starter at right tackle. And I guess we don't have a resolve right now of who is the, so to speak, starter right now in minicamp. I guess that is still to be determined, right? Nobody's really taking primary.
Nobody's really taking it.
for
I still
camp.
expect Mac Pert to be it, obviously. And I've read a couple of Solder's quotes. Like, for example, they asked him about what kind of shape he's in, how do you think he'll perform this season. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Nate Solder is done with football. The way he's responding to these questions, he's like, I don't know. I can't predict the future. I think that was literally one of his answers. I'm like, this man is done, bro. He's done. Ain't nobody that's actually invested in playing any
He's
type
here
of
for that
football responding
paycheck,
like
bro.
that.
He's here for that
I'm
paycheck.
like, he's done. He's done with football, bro. Like, you go and you read his responses, Gio. Like, if you could pull up any of them on Twitter right now.
Yeah,
I was reading them. I was laughing out loud. I was like, yo, he's just doing the Giants a favor, and I appreciate it. He's doing the Giants a big favor, especially with the whole contract negotiation thing and whatnot. He's just here to do us a favor, and I appreciate that. But he's done with football, bro. If you just read his comments.
You think Art Stapleton has it?
It was on Big Blue View on Twitter.
Big Blue View. Got you. Big Blue View. Yeah,
I completely agree with you, John, though. He doesn't care because he's not only has he already lost it, he knows he's already lost it. And that's fine. Like, he's accepted it. That's all it is.
But at that point, just why are you here, dude? Just demand a release.
That's what I'm saying. He's here because he's doing us a favor. He is. He still is. I won't say dependable, but he's gonna be depth. He's depth.
He's gonna be a hell of a swing tackle. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he's gonna be depth. And remember, he's doing us a favor with his contract situation too.
Right, but I just can't see him actually staying the whole season as a swing tackle.
No, he is. He's definitely going after this season, though.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm not seeing anything on Solder right now. Going all the way down here, and this is June 8th now.
And you're right, Mac. Yeah, you really got to wait until actual training camp, not minicamp, for the real answer.
Yeah, because there's no contact right now. Okay. Nate Solder says he doesn't care if he starts. We're all needed, he said. You don't care if you start? Come on, bro. Really? As an offensive lineman, if you don't start, you're really not seeing the field. Let's see. Okay. Solder on how he expects his body to feel after his 2020 opt-out. The Lord knows I have no idea. I have no idea how my body feels. I'm thankful for the opportunity. I still feel fresh. I'm as fast and as strong as I feel like that I ever been. Okay. Who knows? How could I project and predict what's going to happen? Really, man?
That's what I'm saying. He just sounds done, bro. And I don't blame him. I think he knows he's done. He's here because he's doing us a favor. I can respect it.
Yeah. Yeah. But do you see him actually like day one taking that backup role? Or do you think he'll be like, okay, I lost a job?
No, I think he's definitely resigned to the fact that he's going to be a backup, in my opinion.
Man,
I think he's definitely accepted it.
Just as a person, like just as a human being point of view, like just demand a release and then go try to find another team.
If he demands the release and we basically cut him, it's not going to do us any favor monetary wise.
Right. That's true. He'd be a hell of a swing tackle. I just don't know if he, like I said, if I'm in that position and I come from a really like my pedigree, I'm Nate Solder. I used to be the highest paid tackle in the NFL, and now 2 years later, he
still has good money from that.
That's true.
I'm not seeing where you're coming from because he's still getting great money from it. He's literally making easy money. The Giants did him a favor by keeping him.
I would want to play, dude.
Here's the thing: the Giants did him a favor by keeping him on, so he still has a job, and he's doing us a favor by making that contract less. And playing is not his priority. His priority is protecting his family because obviously his son's condition and providing for his family.
And you want to know one thing I love? The whole Andrew Thomas, speculation about him moving the right tackle is like done for. Nobody's talking about Thomas moving the right tackle and him competing with Nate Solder. Nate Solder's going to be left tackle. Like nobody's talking about that. Thank God, because that's just stupid. But yeah, because I just hear a lot of that talks of when Nate Solder came back, like, oh, we should move Andrew Thomas back to right tackle because he struggled at tackle. Come on.
Yep.
Break.
What up, Sean? How you doing? And also talk about him being in shape because a funny comment by John Doe says he took one look at Pert with his shirt off and said, "Yep, I'm done." Our offensive linemen, all of them, at least the projected stars, are in great, phenomenal shape, and we've seen them working on their Instagram stories and whatnot. Nate Solder is 100% completely out of shape because he took that year off. So there's that too.
Dude, Andrew Thomas and Matt Peart, to the longest wingspan duo, longest arms in the NFL, bro. I would have to do my research. Of course, I don't even know how I would be able to figure that out, but that has to be one of the most, if not the most, longest wingspans in the NFL.
Because they were the longest in that draft. So
longest in that draft, both of them. So, and I think it was Thomas with the most, right? And then Matt Peart, or was it Matt Peart?
I think Thomas? It was Peart than Thomas because Peart is a pretty big dude.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for Matt Peart, bro. I've been his biggest supporter, man. I got to get me a Gates jersey and then maybe even a Peart jersey. 2 offensive lineman jerseys.
But no Thomas? You're capping. You got to get a Thomas first.
I got to get a Thomas jersey, right? I got to get a Gates jersey, man. I got to.
Manuel said, what happened to all the Leo hype? It's like nobody talks about him. Just because nobody talks about him doesn't mean there's hype. Well, I think you forget the complete beginning of the offseason was all Leonard Williams, man.
Yeah. And on top of that, now when it comes to minicamp, you're not going to get a lot of talk about trench players or like the line, offensive line, defensive line, because they don't have any contact. There's nothing for you to look at. So nobody's really going to be talking about them right now. Like Azeez Ojulari, I'm here. He's doing very well in drills, but you're never going to know how he's actually going to do unless you put the pads on and he's going up against somebody. So, I'm sure the Leonard Williams talks will show up soon. I'm excited. We're gonna have a preseason, man. I'm so freaking excited.
Oh yeah, that. Confirmed 2 practices with the Browns before the Browns preseason game
and the Patriots. We're gonna be practicing.
Well, we always. Patriots. I don't know why. Even before Judge got here, we always did something with the Patriots in the preseason.
Well, the preseason game, the preseason game. It's all contractual. I think it's contractual stuff.
Same with the Browns too, but. Depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, the Browns only kept in the past couple of years, maybe the past 4 years or so. I mean, something like that. 3 years.
So we're gonna see Andrew Thomas meet his son Myles Garrett again in the practices. Obviously, they're not gonna get into it in the game, but Andrew Thomas, he's a busy father, so he doesn't have that much time to meet Myles Garrett. He also has another son over in Washington. Chase Young's his youngest. Myles Garrett is his oldest.
Yeah, but he's the most picked on. Yeah, the most picked on. So
Chase Young is the one he suns the most.
Chase
Young is the one he disciplines the most.
Right.
But Myles Garrett, obviously last year when he met him, he let Myles Garrett know who the man around the house was and stuff like that.
Remember the talk before that game talking about Myles Garrett's gonna kill Andrew Thomas, all that stuff. Oh man, love it. I
feel like for all of the bad things that Thomas had in his rookie year, and there were bad, and once again, y'all need to check out that We Need to Talk video. I'm pretty sure everybody in here has seen it. He had a good rookie year considering the circumstances, and people just ignore his improvement towards the second half of the year.
Oh, yeah, and that's why, everybody just turns a blind eye and says, well, Thomas was the worst tackle taken in that year. And it's fair to say
he was put in the worst position.
Right. It's fair to say if you're not a Giants fan because you're obviously you're not in the loop with all the teams. Because obviously Mekhi Becton, although he had some injuries, had a really good year. Wirfs had a really good year. I don't think Wirfs allowed a sack last year.
So did the guy up in Cleveland. Wills.
Yeah.
And the thing, that's why I made that whole video. Wirfs and Wills were put in great positions. Obviously, Wirfs the best, which is directly correlated to why he had the best performance. He was put on the best offensive line with the best quarterback in the league playing behind him on a team that won the Super Bowl. He had a very great. I'm not taking away from his play because he is a good offensive lineman, but he had a very great situation. Same with Jedrick Wills. It was really Thomas and Becton were put in the worst situations. But Becton, here's the thing that he didn't struggle with. He didn't go through basically 3 offensive line coaches like Thomas did his rookie year. And Becton was injured, but he didn't play injured. Thomas played injured throughout the entire year.
Yeah, and you know it's sort of a relief when you hear that, like after the off season
Yeah, this
finishes and
man
you hear
was playing on one ankle the
right,
entire
right. I mean,
year.
it's unfortunate that that happened, but like it's like
Bro,
almost it's a
that's how
relief.
tough
Like,
he
oh,
is.
okay, he was hurt.
That's how
He was
tough
hurt.
he is. He played on one ankle the entire year. And he just got, I think he just got surgery for, I'm pretty sure, because obviously he was on the field, so the surgery was good. But yeah, like that just made me so much more excited for his sophomore year.
Yeah, I hope he's back to full health and full strength and didn't re-injure anything because I want him day one. I want him as that guy at left tackle, and hopefully he turns some heads in week one versus the Broncos.
Who's he going to be matched up against?
Bradley Chubb.
Depends. It's going to be Chubb. So
Yeah, because
Vaughn is going to be matched up
Miller,
against
yeah,
Pert then.
Miller lines up on the right tackle, so Chubb lines up at the left tackle.
Ooh, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, but remember one thing. Yeah, Bradley Chubb's also coming off an injury, so he might not be up to full form. So
We'll see.
we may get Parrott and Thomas sunning those two, making more sons.
We'll have to see.
Yep. Man,
Oh yeah, Graham was also talking about Leo earlier. Getting back to that comment, he said Leonard Williams' attitude is good for long-term success. What do you think about that?
I mean, I don't really know what attitude talking about. I guess talking about his leadership. I guess, but it's pretty much doesn't even go for one player anymore. I mean, this whole team, their attitude is at tip top shape, man. I've never seen this team in my I don't even know how many years I've been.
Well, I'll
Like,
give you a little more context. I'm pretty sure it was in response to everybody saying, "What if Leo's play declines because he was just playing for the bag?" That's kind
oh,
of what he
okay,
meant. His attitude is good
okay,
for long-term success.
okay. Did he respond to those comments?
That was the response. His attitude is good for long-term success. That was what Patrick Graham said.
No, I'm saying did Leonard Williams respond to
No.
this episode? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think he's gonna be able to. He's gonna be one of those players. He's obviously in the loop with what's going on with the culture right now, and that's why I said a lot of now when they talk about a specific player, you know, with the leadership. I don't want it to sound wrong, but it doesn't really. It's not really as relevant to me, as it would be for any other team because this whole team has leadership. The whole team has leaders.
Bro, when I made my video last Friday on who could be captains, I was like, low key, like there's a
Everybody.
lot of people, bro.
Logan Ryan is for sure gonna get one.
Defensive
Logan
captain
Ryan's
for
getting
sure,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Logan Ryan's gonna get one for sure.
For those of you that didn't see the vid, I was like, my offensive captains were the same as last year. So that's DJ and Saquon, even though like it could literally be anybody. Like it could be Nick Gates. Nick Gates could be a captain. It could be Sterling Shepard, like who was a candidate last year, in my opinion. Sterling Shepard could definitely be a captain. Like there's a lot of candidates there. The defense, I had Blake, obviously, shout out to Blake Martinez. Him repeating as a captain, there's no reason he would lose it, in my opinion. And I had
We
Logan
lost the
Ryan.
captain. We lost the captain.
Yeah, we lost the
in
captain in
Dalvin.
Dalvin Thompson. So I was like, all right, Logan Ryan takes that new one. You go over to special teams. I'm like, another repeat. I think Jabril repeats as a captain again because even before Ryan got here, Jabril was the most vocal, and I think still is the most vocal leader on the team. He's just that type of guy. So he's going to retain that. And I was like, maybe Graham Gano gets the captain badge from Nate Ebner just because of his performance. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't even know how Nate Ebner got it. But, I mean, we don't know what goes on in the locker room. It's not about your name anyway. But yeah, and what's going on with Gano and not giving a number 5, man? I didn't even know number 5 meant that much to me because when he was with the Panthers, he wore 9. So I don't understand.
I think they're just having fun on Twitter, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, probably because I mean, he said the price was too high to get number 5 from Graham Gano.
I think Jabril was probably referring to having to buy out all his actual stock. Because remember, they have to do that if you want to change right away. You got to buy out all your current jerseys that have 21 on it.
But he said Graham Gano said the price was too high.
I know, but like I said, I think they're having fun with it and maybe sprinkle in a little bit of truth. We don't know for sure, but that's my take on it.
And are we still going off of the I guess I don't know, the sort of observation or whatever that Kadarius Toney is going to be wearing number 1 soon or no?
Well, I really don't want them to unretire any number, so I don't want here. And I think I might have said this in a previous episode, but players' numbers are retired for a reason. You might not have seen them play, but they had to have done something great, not only for the NFL but for the organization to have their numbers retired. do not unretire players' number. And I hate it when people say, "Oh, who is this dude? He played in the 40s. Like, what did he really do?" And then they bring up the competition level and whatnot. I'm like, all right, 100 years from now, when Eli's number is number 10, and we have like a great draft prospect, and they're like, "Oh, he played 100 years ago." Like, the competition is not at the level that it is right now. Why don't we just unretire it? Like, I hate that number. Leave it be retired, bro. Just leave it retired. Let Kadarius
and just think about the disrespect to the family, because obviously the family's still around, and they'll probably be like, "Oh my god, they're unretiring my great grandfather."
It's just an unfortunate situation. I mean, it's a number, so I don't really consider it that unfortunate. But if Kadarius really wants any of the numbers he played in college, 1 is unavailable because it's retired, 4 is unavailable because it's retired, and then a combination of both and 14 is unavailable because that's also retired.
Yeah, 14 retired. What number would you think looks good on Kadarius Toney?
To be honest with you, I don't mind the 89 that he has right now. If and this is another one, Kyle Rudolph has 80, which I like a lot because it was Shockey's number. I was a big fan of Shockey since I was a kid. So I was like, if 80 was available, I would give it to him. I'm thinking, and this might be taken, 11 probably wouldn't look too bad on him.
11's retired.
11's also retired. I bet.
Phil Simms.
So there you go. Phil Simms. Phil Simms number's retired. Actually, I did not know that. Okay. So I'm thinking, I'm like, really, any of the teens, in my opinion, will look good on him, except for like 17. I don't know why. 17, I just never liked it on a wide receiver. But
I like 17 on a wide receiver.
I'm kind of fine with the 89 that he has right now.
I want him somewhere in the teens, man. I just don't know which one, because I think
so give him the solid like 16 or something, bro.
16 is weird on Toney.
If Ross didn't have 12, I would probably given him 12.
Right. Probably giving him 12. I think that's what I would give him too. He would have looked, man. He would look so good in number 1.
Give him Benny Fowler's old number, bro. 18. But Benny Fowler's low key a giant goat, bro.
Why do you feel like he's a Giants goat?
He's like the best number 5 wide receiver in Giants history, bro. This man, he doesn't get enough recognition.
Man, I'm trying to think. What do you think about 15? Who's wearing 15 right now?
I don't think anybody's wearing it, but that would be like a direct, like the most direct replacement
impact to take.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I wouldn't mind it. I don't know how I feel about the 89, dude. I don't know. I'm too aesthetic when it comes to things. I'm way too aesthetic. Like when I do like my own Madden kind of franchises, and I draft my players. The first thing I do, I don't even look at their overalls, dude. The first thing I do is change their jersey numbers. What's the most aesthetically pleasing? But yeah, he says I don't mind 89 either. Maybe it's just me, man. Even he said he doesn't want to keep it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to keep 89, so it's probably going to change.
But then again, Sterling Shepard said the same thing back when he had 87. He didn't want 87. He wanted something in the teens as well, and he just wound up keeping 87.
And 87 grew on me a lot.
I love 80. Yes, I low key, I really love the 3 on Sterling Shepard, but it's gonna make me miss.
The 3 is gonna grow. I know for a fact the 3 is gonna go on me, but 87 just embodies the kind of receiver Shepard is. Like that.
I know.
Like that slot 80s man. Like that.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, man. Do you think they'll ever revert those college numbers?
I don't know. I've already given my opinion on the whole situation. I mean, there's no reason for them to. I guess. Yeah. There's no real reason. Bobby, I know you're capping, bro, because I was probably one of the only people on YouTube that said I don't mind Daniel Jones' pick. Proof is up there. Go check the video. Which one? I was fine with it. He was like, remember when you want to get him fired for drafting Danny 6th overall? Not me. I didn't love it. I was like, I'll give it a chance. That was literally my reaction. I was like, I'll give it a chance.
That was me, guys. That was me. That was my emotional self, because I'm always a Dave Gettleman, bandwagoner. I'm a Dave Gettleman apologist. So, sometimes I get mad, but eventually I warm up to it. So,
Yo, John, I was literally just considering that. What if Toney takes 87? Because he's literally going to be Shepard's replacement in like a year or 2.
I don't think he would change from 89 just to 87. I think he would make
he's definitely going to go to a lower number.
Yeah. Man, that really is 7 taken? 7's probably retired, right? 7's retired like every
7 doesn't even look good on a wide receiver to me. I think Mike Glennon has 7.
I think Mike Glennon's 17. One of the I saw a quarterback in the practice in the
Really?
practice highlights. Somebody's wearing 17 a quarterback, so I don't know if it was him or another quarterback.
Is 6 taken? I don't know.
Yeah, so
To
I
be
think it's
honest with
Derek
you,
Dillon, but he
you
could
want me to
take that
keep it
from
real? The only single digit number that looks good on a wide receiver is 1 and 3,
1
in my opinion.
and 3. Yeah, yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Emmanuel,
And really,
14 is
I don't
retired,
like.
bro. Why A Tittle?
And really, I don't want. Yeah, they should have zeros in freaking football, man. If you're gonna put the single digits things, add the 0, bro, or double zeros, dude. That'd be hilarious. I was gonna say I really don't like Jabril Peppers wearing 5. I really don't want Jabril. I love
Graham
him
Gano better
wearing.
stay pat.
Yeah,
21 has so much like weight for me,
right.
bro. Like the
Exactly,
big to Landon Collins, the fact that like 21 is just a good Giants number, and like he
dude.
really he embodies 21 now, bro. I don't know
hmm
why he wants to change so
A
bad.
lot of great Giants wore 21. Didn't
Mm-hmm.
Tiki wear 21?
Yeah.
Dominic Rogers-Cromartie, when he first got here, wore 21. Landon Collins wore 21. So listen, man, we got a lot of 21s out here, and I thought Jabril Peppers really fits well in 21. I thought he'd
He
feel better in
made it his he
22,
made it his
but
own number, man. He made it
yeah.
his own number. So I don't know why so badly he wants to change it.
It's always the college thing, man. So it's a college thing.
Oh,
But
who's wearing 22 now? I forgot. It is Adoree Jackson's wearing 22
Adoree
now.
Jackson wearing 22
Because who's
now.
who's wearing 25? I thought he would have just slid around to 25.
Yeah, somebody's wearing 25
Somebody's
now.
got to be wearing
It's a
25.
new player. Rodarius Williams.
He
Rodarius.
got 25?
Yeah, he's
Wow.
25.
They gave Rodarius. Maybe Adoree
That's a
just
good
wanted
number.
22. Who knows?
Yeah. I forgot what Aaron Robinson. He's wearing 33. Aaron Robinson. Let's see. Tony did wear 17 his first college year. Yeah, he did. Maybe he's just waiting for Mike Glennon to be cut or something. I don't know. Whoever's wearing 17 right now. Give
Yeah, facts,
KT.
John. As long as Daniel Jones wears 8 forever, as long as Saquon wears 26 forever, as long as Kenny Golladay wears 19 forever, Williams keeps that 99. I'm telling you, Peppers better keep that 21. Martinez, there's like certain players just keep their numbers. I don't care about everybody else.
Episode 52, Steven Evans in the building. What's going on, man?
1 year, bro. 1 year.
1 year down.
We gotta do something special. God
we
damn
do. Yeah, you guys just stay tuned. Stay tuned. That's all we gotta say. Ain't that right?
We have to do like our own kind of game now. I know Shots Authentic in the Beard, they had a song for theirs. You know,
Yeah.
I might take that. We got to do that. That was so fun.
Yeah, we gotta figure out how the hell they work that thing, man. I want to know how they did that. I would love to do that. I would love to do that. Board and Arrow in the building. What's going on, man? Glennon is 2. Okay, Thorson is 17.
So he could get 17 if he wants it.
Maybe that's why Kadarius Toney is what he's waiting for. He's like Thorson. He's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, he's like he could definitely get 17 if he wants it like that.
He's a goner.
Damn, 17. I guess I'm probably the only person that doesn't really like it on a wide, but 17 and 19.
You don't like 17 on a wide receiver? I don't like 19 on a wide receiver. I hate 19 on a wide receiver. Except
19
Kenny
looks
Golladay.
great.
Except Kenny Golladay. I don't like 19
great.
on anywhere. I hate it.
Now, another reason I want Tony to keep the 89 is because I feel like slot receivers are just always in the number 80s to me, and he's gonna be a slot receiver. Like he's gonna be a good. He's not good. He's primarily gonna be a slot receiver, I should say. Obviously, we're gonna use him all over the place, but he's primarily gonna be a slot.
I think it's only because when we watch him in college, we see that number 1 or the number 4, and we're like, "Yo, it just fits him." And then you see, I don't know who did that edit, but somebody made a really good edit of Kadarius Toney wearing number 1, and it's not it looks real almost, and it looks
probably
so
the Giants
good.
themselves.
It looks so freaking good. It's on one of my thumbnails. But it looks so freaking good, man. I was like, yo, please, somehow. But nah, they're not going to do it. 19th is Golladay in a weird way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And only on Golladay do I like number 19. I hated it when Brandon Marshall always had it. Brandon Marshall. I mean, Brandon Marshall.
Doesn't Juju also wear 19?
Yeah, 19. Yeah, and I don't like that. I don't know. But because he wore 9 in college, so he just went to 19. Another person I had it was what's his name? Keyshawn Johnson. The one is on ESPN now, the great receiver or whatever. Keyshawn Johnson. There's a few 19s out there. I remember the last Giant to wear 19 was actually Miles. What's his name? Miles White. What's his name? The guy that was always on. He was on our roster in 2017, I believe. He played for Green Bay for a while, but he was like a practice squad wide receiver.
Miles Austin?
Miles Austin? No, I wasn't Miles Austin. Miles Austin was a Cowboy.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Miles Austin. I think it was Miles White. It was Miles White. I know it's
Amari also wears 19, doesn't he?
not in. Does he now? I thought he was. Does he wear 19? I think he does wear 19. You're right.
Yeah. So I'm like, it looks good on
I
Amari.
don't like
it looks good on Juju
I
to
thought
me.
Amari first wore 89 in the league for the Raiders, and I thought that fit him nicely. Miles Austin was 19. I'm talking about for the Giants, Yamaka Sam. I'm talking about for the Giants. Miles Austin was never a Giant.
Well, he's not gonna wear. KT ain't wearing 13 because ODP got that lockdown, bro. Odell Dante Pettis.
And I don't want Tony wearing 13. I don't like it. It's not aesthetically pleasing. They gotta hire me for the jersey. First of all, I would strip away 27 from Isaac Yadam. No,
bro, he's good
not.
with 27, bro. He's like now our 4th or 5th cornerback. He's fine.
No, but 27 is my favorite number, and you're not gonna give that to number 5 corner. You're not doing it. No.
Too bad.
I don't know.
Ain't nobody of good notice is gonna be wearing 27 right now.
Damn. I want a running back to get 27 already.
No running backs wearing 27, bro.
Oh man, remember Brandon Jacobs in the let's see. Giants 18-46. Damn, Bobby, why you gotta open up some wounds there, man? Open up some wounds there. Galladay, Cooper. Galladay over Cooper. I mean, I'd probably say.
Where does Kenny Galladay actually rank for you in the league starting first wide receivers?
I'll be honest with you.
He's probably around the 14-15 range, maybe, but I'd actually have to list out.
Right. Because I know a lot of people want. I know. Oh yeah, Corey Coleman was 19. You're right. Okay, guys, I get it.
Corey Coleman looked good at 19, bro.
No, listen. I just don't.
Yeah, he did.
It's nothing against Corey Coleman. It's just I don't like 19.
19 looks good on Corey Coleman, bro.
It looks stupid, man. But that's neither here or there. What was the question?
List out your receivers and let's see where Galladay ranks. So just list them out.
My number one receiver right now. I had to look at a list in total so I could get a good look. Let me look at all the top paid wide receivers right now.
So I'll just start off my list while you pull that up. I feel like Devontae Adams is probably my number one receiver in the league right now.
Get the hell out of here, dude.
Yeah. Wow.
Does DeAndre Hopkins not exist?
DeAndre Hopkins exists. Like he definitely exists. Listen. If this was last year, I would say D-Hop. But a year older, I think Devontae. I don't think it's blasphemous to have Devontae as a number one wide receiver, but I do have D-Hop as my number two. I'll say this, bro. For a good 4 straight years, D-Hop was my number one. It's not like I'm sleeping on the dude. D-Hop was the best wide receiver in the league for a long time. The man's catch radius is absolutely insane. Well, he went like that whole year without dropping a single pass. So, yeah, listen, man. So, I got Devontae, D-Hop, Julio, but Julio's getting old now, man. You know what I'm saying? So, those are like basically my top 3. Now I got to pull up a list. Who else is there? Let me pull up a list.
That's why I'm looking up a list. I'm looking up
receivers.
I don't want to look up a PFF list because PFF just their rankings are terrible. Pro Football Network is not much better, but and Pro Football Network has Kenny Galladay at 18, under DJ Moore. Okay, that's blasphemous.
It's hilarious. PFF has him as 19. That's kind of hilarious because he is number 19. So I had what I have. I had Devontae, D-Hop, Julio, Tyreek. It's
crazy how Tyreek is one of the best when he didn't even know what the wide receiver position was when he got drafted.
Yeah. Then I'll probably go Diggs, based off of last year.
Yeah.
Then probably Michael Thomas, Adam Thielen. I'm probably the only person because Nate, whenever I say this, he always has some type of reaction. I love AJ Brown, so I'll have AJ Brown in my top 10.
Thank you. I love AJ Brown.
Is it fair to Mike Evans? Yeah, I think Mike Evans is definitely a top 10 wide receiver in the league. Is it fair to have Justin Jefferson in there?
I think you gotta put Chris Godwin before you put Justin Jefferson.
So I'll put Chris Godwin, then I'll put Justin Jefferson. That puts him right outside the top 10 at number 11. Amari, Keenan Allen. I'd probably have Terry McLaurin ahead of.
No.
Really?
Man.
Is it that bad? Is it really that bad?
Terry McLaurin.
I'll probably have.
Terry McLaurin's been in the league for 2 years.
I'll say this. I'll have Amari, Terry, and Kenny right all around the same ranking, right there.
You can't beat around the bush like that, dude. You mean you have those guys ahead of Kenny Galladay? You can't say they're around each other. Somebody's
They're
got to
right
be ahead
around
of.
each other. You could switch them however you want. They're right there around each other.
I can't fathom you putting Kenny Galladay under Terry McLaurin.
All right, so I'll put him above him. Fine.
There you go.
I got no problem with putting him above Terry.
There you go.
Okay, there you go. Amari, then Kenny,
where does he
then
rank?
Terry.
So where is he ranked for you?
Huh?
So where is he ranked for you?
That puts him right around what I said. I think that's like 13 or 14. So I said beforehand 14 or 15. I think that's where he is.
All right, so let me look at these lists. So Tyreek, I don't agree with this list, but if they're before Kenny Galladay, I'm just going to include them in there anyway. So Tyreek's better, Devontae's better, Stefon's better.
Oh, I forgot to completely put in Allen Robinson, so that would definitely drop in one more spot. So Allen Robinson definitely goes ahead of him somewhere.
So DeAndre Hopkins is better. He's my number one. AJ Brown, I freaking love AJ Brown. He's so underrated. Allen Robinson. Julio Jones at this point, yes. Still Julio Jones. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Michael Thomas, DK Metcalf.
I can't remember if I had DK ahead in my list.
It's in Pro Football. It's in Pro Football Networks. He's number 10 on Pro Football Network.
Did I have DK in my list or no? Or did I not have him?
Okay, no, but I don't think DK is not dependable like Kenny Galladay.
DK is low key overrated.
DK drops a lot of passes.
Bobby Galladay isn't like a number 15 wide receiver in the league. Stop the cap. He definitely is around there.
Keenan Allen is like the Mr. Reliable. I've watched so many games where they just chuck the ball in the air and Keenan Allen is there somehow. I'm not putting Justin Jefferson ahead of him. I already said Chris Godwin. Calvin Ridley. I love Calvin Ridley. I'll give it to Calvin Ridley. Terry McLaurin, get the hell out of my face. So I'm at 12 right now. Let me go to page 2. So he's at least 12.
Hey, in fairness, yo, I think I had Michael Thomas at like 6 or 7. It's not like a completely disrespected dude. What up, Joseph?
Thielen is better, so that's 13. So I have Kenny Galladay. Damn it, they have Amari Cooper. I feel
Did you list Godwin and Evans yet?
Yeah.
Did you list Jefferson yet?
No, hell no. I don't. Jefferson's been in the league 1 year. I'm not going to say he's better than Kenny Galladay.
I don't know, man. Jefferson's a beast.
Jefferson is a beast. I'm not going to give him that respect.
Did you say Tyreek Hill yet?
Yeah.
You said Devontae?
Uh-huh. Everybody that's in that top 10 range, I didn't really list in certain order.
Said Keenan.
Uh-huh.
You did not say Amari, did you?
No, not yet. And I'm actually debating if I should. I love Amari Cooper. Amari's had some bad years.
This is a very interesting one because I think this wide receiver is
here's an
underrated.
interesting one. Odell Beckham Jr.
I don't know where to put him at this point in his career.
I know Odell Beckham Jr. Because we all know what Odell can do on the field. It's just the big thing for the past 2 years is can he get on the field? But Odell Beckham Jr. on the field is probably better than Kenny Galladay, no?
When healthy, 100. Let's not even let's stop the cap. When healthy, Odell's a top 10 wide receiver.
So out of that regard, I'm gonna have to put him ahead of Kenny Galladay. So that puts him at like 15, 16 for me.
I'm gonna ask an interesting question. Not even necessarily in regards to Galladay, but just I think these two guys are super underrated and they just get the job done. Where do you put Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp?
Here's the interesting thing I will say. I don't think alone these guys are great receivers. Like they could carry an offense. But together in the right scheme, they're freaking ridiculous. Like they're insane. Cooper Kupp, you gotta watch this guy run routes. Cooper Kupp, I always say Sterling.
And Robert Woods is a really good deep threat.
Yeah, and Robert Woods. See, the thing is, Robert Woods was an okay receiver in Buffalo. He went to that scheme with the Rams, and he turned on. It was on a whole new level. That's why I say these guys stand by themselves as a player is probably not anywhere close to top 20. But they're probably in the top. No, they're not close to the top 20, in my opinion. But in a scheme, that fits them with speed and is able to utilize them the right way and create separation, they do it phenomenally well. Cooper Kupp, I always say Sterling Shepard is the best route runner I've ever seen. Cooper Kupp is almost there. Cooper Kupp is like right below Sterling Shepard.
But where would you put them?
They're not closer to top 20. They're not.
Okay.
They're probably scratching top 30. And that's not disrespect on them. It really isn't. But like if I was playing a pickup game, right? They're not even close to my pick because you would have to scheme for them to get open. I want players that are going to get open no matter what, and that's what the top players do. It doesn't matter what scheme they're in, they're going to get open. So just like Sterling Shepard. I mean, do we put Sterling Shepard anywhere close to the top 20? I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
I love Sterling Shepard. It's just that we've seen it in Jason Garrett's scheme. If you're going to be a great wide receiver, you got to create separation no matter what calls are being played, what plays are being called. So, and a lot of people may get discouraged by the fact that we have Kenny Golladay as a top 15, 16 receiver. You probably shouldn't. There are plenty of receivers. Some teams have two of those top 15 receivers on their team. There's just so many receivers in the league, guys. I mean, you're not. And I know a lot of people are like, well, he's getting paid that kind of money. Listen, man, all wide receivers getting paid this kind of money now. And you see in Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley shared a team together, and they're both in the top 15. They used to share a team together. Now Julio is with A.J. Brown, and A.J. Brown's is on that list too. So, there are a bunch of these guys. So, yeah.
And I'm just going through a bunch of lists online. They all generally have Golladay in the 15 to 20 range, which I'm like, yeah, I could see.
Yeah, I can see it. And don't get me wrong, he has the potential to really, prove that. To be and here's the thing though, how well do you think Kenny Galladay's production will get better because Daniel Jones? I know you hate to hear that Daniel Jones is the best deep ball passer in the league. Do you think his statistics would get any better or his production would get any better, even though he had a guy like Matt who's a great?
That's exactly what I'm like. I don't know. That's where it's going to depend on scheme more so than quarterback. Because Matt Stafford, in my opinion, is one of the best deep ball.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. So did we see Kenny Galladay's cap of production?
I don't think so. I don't think so because he's just being placed in a better situation, right? It's going to come down to scheme ultimately.
Running game, yeah.
And what in the world Jason Garrett does. But he's automatically in a better running game, 100%. Even when Saquon's injured with this current group, I feel like they could carry a good running game.
I think if I was running the ball, it would be a better running situation than what Detroit
had. Exactly. And then wide receiver wise as well, I know Marvin Jones was a good number 2, but the depth we already talked about, even tight end wise, he's just in a better situation. It's going to come down to what they do with the scheme. Shout out to Minty Sports. Hunter is a GOAT anime. And when you finish with that, definitely get onto My Hero, bro. But that's a really good first anime choice.
But yeah, guys. So I definitely think he probably didn't reach his cap in potential yet. I'd like to see him. I think what's the highest amount of yards he's ever eclipsed, like 1,200 or something like that.
Let's see.
Probably so. I hope he gets right around there for his first year with us. But if we're paying him all that money the next few years, I kind of want him to get.
It was in 2019 when he had 65 catches for 1190. Which is an average of 18 yards per catch. That's good. That's really good. 18 yards per catch.
It was I think Odell Beckham his rookie year. I forgot how many catches he had, but he had 1,305 yards and 12 touchdowns. How many receptions did he have? I can't remember how much because he didn't have over 91 because Saquon Barkley set that record.
So you're talking about his rookie year? He had 91.
Odell?
Yeah.
So Saquon and Odell shared the same amount of receptions?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They tied. I thought Saquon took that thing. So he tied with Odell. Okay. 91 for 1,305 and 12 touchdowns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So damn, you think about that. Only 65 freaking balls, dude. That's crazy.
I mean, he's a big dude too. John Doe said even when he isn't open, he's kind of open because not only is he huge, 6'4", 214. He loves to put his body on the line to try and get those catches. He does it all the time.
Mm-hmm. So it's all about catch radius, man. As long as Daniel Jones can fit it where only Kenny G can get it, then it's money. It's money.
Mm-hmm.
We got so much more talent. Like we didn't really have like Darius Slayton was a deep threat, but as a number one receiver, he wasn't able to get open. Now we have Kenny Galladay there. We have two deep threats on the team now. Kadarius Toney could be a deep threat, but he's really more of a threat in short yardage. And man, we're getting Saquon Barkley back. It just opens up so much, man. So much. Barkley, his rookie year, had 122 targets. That's crazy. And he's not even a wide receiver. He's a freaking running back. That's hilarious. Yeah, that was Eli's last year, man. Danny Dimes, 4,234 yards and 13 interceptions. I wouldn't mind that.
Touchdowns?
I wouldn't mind that. If he has 4,000 yards, he's got to have at least almost just about 30. Just about 30. And I'll take that. You?
Yeah, I'll definitely take it.
I'll take that all day.
Shout out to Calvin in here. Pretty good question there.
As an outsider, as a Cardinals fan, as an outsider, love what Judge is doing for your Giants. My question is, are there any deficiencies in the Giants coaching staff that need to be addressed during the offseason? Thanks, guys. I guess we'll have to wait to find out. Besides Jason Garrett.
My first answer is Jason Garrett.
Yeah, and I think right now, Calvin, we would have to see this season. There are a couple. Actually, I think most of the new, besides the offensive line coach, we kind of. Which is also
we're gonna have to see how he goes, but I have faith in him.
Right, so we'll see what happens there. But I think the only deficiency in itself, I think Jason Garrett pretty much embodies that right now. Until he proves us otherwise.
We could go through, the position coaches right now. Quarterbacks coach Jerry Shaplinski. I feel like his job may or may not be on the line as well, depending on how much of a step forward DJ takes. That's obviously connected to how Jerry Sapolsky is coaching him up. Right. So there's that. Wide receivers coaching Tyke Tolbert. I think Tyke Tolbert is one of the
phenomenal.
Even though we haven't had the best talent, I still think he's been one of the better wide receiver coaches in the NFL. And he's been with the Giants for a while too. So I don't see him leaving anytime soon. Running back Burton Burns, the dude was the best at the college level. Hopefully we can see that pay off this year.
I think we saw it pay off last year.
Yeah, you know what? You got a point there. Wayne Gallman did, yeah.
Wayne Gallman showed me more than I've ever seen in his time with the Giants in 1 year.
So you're right there. He definitely paid off last year. Offensive line with Rob Sale. And I said I had a lot of faith in Rob Sale because of what he did at Louisiana. So I just got to see if it actually comes through. And he has an assistant in Pat Flaherty. So I don't really think
you're
it's going to fail.
John Doe. You're right.
Tight ends, Freddie Kitchens. I don't know. Is Freddie Kitchens going to have a bad time? But he has Kyle Rudolph now, so we'll see.
No, but he's not the tight end. Wait, I think he still is the tight end coach.
He has just an additional title.
Yeah, he just has another title, so maybe he's getting a raise.
Yeah, we'll see. And then you go over to the defensive side.
Coach Chaos.
Chaos is defensive line. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with him. Outside linebacker, Scherer. Inside, Jeremy Pruitt. Defensive backs. I keep forgetting his name, but he's from Atlanta, and obviously he did a great job with how James Bradbury performed. So I ain't got no complaints about him. And yeah, that's about it, right?
Pretty much it. Yeah, and I love I love 2 out of the 3 of our coordinators, Thomas McGahee and
Patrick Graham
Patty G. So
we'll have to see how Jason Garrett does this year.
Yeah, and like I said, man. There are only a couple of things that are really going to slow down the Giants this year, and that pretty much all on the offensive side of the football. Daniel Jones, the offensive line, and most importantly, Jason Garrett. Those are the three factors, in my opinion, that can really slow down the Giants this year. And of course, injuries is always a factor. That's a factor with every team. So I don't even want to hear injuries plays a part. We know that as football fans, injuries happen. So. And we all know, the wide receivers and their track records with injuries are not very good. Adding in Kenny Galladay in there doesn't make things better because he's had a lot of injuries in the past as well. But injuries happen all the time. Sometimes players are like Kyle Rudolph early in his career. Kyle Rudolph has serious injury problems. But I didn't even know the past 4 years he started every single game and played in every single. I didn't even know that. But the stigma around his name was injury prone. So. That's why I always thought he was injury prone. But I looked at his statistics. Dude was in like every game in the past 4 years. So, obviously some people, like a Sterling Shepard, like a Evan Ingram, like a maybe people include Saquon Barkley in there. Maybe they struggle with injuries early on, and then they eventually get better. So let's not focus too much on injuries, guys, because they're gonna happen. Okay, But as far as the only thing that's going to hold us back, we got to see what that offensive line is going to do, man. We have to see what that offensive line is going to do. Are they going to be a lot? Dave Gettleman put a lot of confidence in this offensive line by not
Judge,
really
not just
targeting.
Gelman, but Judge as well, for sure.
Right, by not targeting, only getting Zach Fulton in free agency, not getting an offensive lineman at all in the draft. So that puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line and Rob Sale, the offensive line coach, to see how they will perform. I expect Andrew Thomas to be back in better shape and playing better. I expect Matt Parrott to start day one and prove why he should have been a starter last year. It's all about that interior offensive line, in my opinion, though. Nick Gates, I don't have a problem with. Will Hernandez and Shane Lemieux. If they fail, if both those players are bad, you know how having a bad interior offensive line is worse than having two bad tackles. It's so much more worse. And when that pocket collapses from the inside, there's nowhere for your freaking quarterback to go. You're screwed. Because when your edges break down, you just step up in the pocket. What happens when you're forced to get out the pocket completely when your interior breaks free. So interior, the offensive line, and then Daniel Jones. We know what Daniel Jones did at the end of the season and how he improved at the end of the season. We know that he cleaned up the interceptions. He cleaned up the fumbles as well. I'd say more so fumbles lost. A lot of those fumbles were pretty much, fumbles that you would see any quarterback really make towards the end of the season. But he played a lot better with, making all his good reads. Of course, he had two bad legs at the end of the season. So, and he's been working with that quarterback, another quarterback sort of specialist in this offseason for the past 2 years. So hopefully that makes him a lot better. If he fails, obviously he's the quarterback. So that's gonna slow the Giants down. But and if he succeeds, we could be looking at a playoff run. And then Jason Garrett, guys. Should the Giants not endure injuries? Should the Giants should the offensive line play well? Should Daniel Jones even play well? None of it would matter if Jason Garrett still sucks. Okay? None of it will matter if Jason Garrett still sucks. There are only a couple of players on this offense that are going to do well despite offensive game plan. That's Saquon Barkley, that's probably Kenny Golladay, and it's probably Kadarius Toney, just because of their skill set that they bring to the table. But the rest of the offense, if Jason Garrett is not on his game, definitely going to slow down the Giants and will definitely keep the Giants from winning games just like it did in 2020. So those are the three things I think that are going to slow the Giants down in 2021 if it happens.
I agree with you. And real quick, Ligma, he's not been traded. He's interested in going to the Broncos. I'll find it extremely hilarious if he goes to the Broncos, and all of a sudden that week one matchup becomes that much more difficult, bro.
That would
becomes that much more difficult. All of a sudden, that week one matchup, which in my opinion is a W for us, becomes a, oh my God, that could be a really bad L and a really bad start to the season.
That would piss me off.
Yeah.
Because for the first time since 2016, because 2016 I didn't even have us winning that game. For the first time in forever, I have us winning a week one game. And if Deshaun Watson comes and takes it all away, he's going to go for one of my favorite quarterbacks in today's game. I will hate him. I'll hate him if he takes away a Giants win in week one.
How much just a L in week one affects the rest of the season, man?
Not only that. Because the Broncos specifically, I want to see, because everybody's,
they're hopping up their secondary, hopping up their line.
Well, everybody's still comparing Drew Lock and Daniel Jones. I want Daniel Jones to put the nail in the coffin and have that better game, have him and compete against Drew Lock and see who wins that match, and if Daniel Jones comes out on top and comes out victorious, and just looks better on the field in that game, I want all the critics to shut the hell up. He's already better than Drew. Not only
that, I just wanted them to go in and the Giants offense to have a good game because I am not a big fan of the Broncos defense. I think it's maybe an above average, maybe grazing the top 10 defense in the league, but it's not what it once was. And everybody, when the schedule got announced, was acting as if it was the 2015 Broncos defense. I know, obviously you've got them ranked as the number one secondary in the league and whatnot. I just wanted to see us go out there and have a good game against them.
Like I said, guys, too, and for everybody, looking at that PFF list with the top secondary, although Denver secondary is probably the best, Bryce Callahan has been playing really good football lately. I think he was rated one of the best slot corners in the NFL. I didn't even know that. Because I know he was like a journeyman cornerback, so he's just playing well now. Obviously they helped that secondary out. They added Ronald Darby in there as well. They got Kyle Fuller in there. And Justin Simmons is still there. That they were able to they were able to keep around. Who's their other safety? Do you know? I don't even think I know
His
their
name
other
is slipping my mind, but they got two really good safeties.
Yeah. Okay. So, but honestly, although I would give them the nod as the best secondary in the NFL, although I give them the nod, guys, I don't think they're a lot better than what we have at our secondary, especially with the depth that we have. And you got to remember, this offense is practicing against that secondary. Okay. So, if anything, you're going to be able to see, hopefully they'll be able to see some similarities when they play the Giants defense, when they play this Broncos defense. Darby of Ronald, dude. No, Ronald Darby. Yeah, Justin said, I'm trying to figure out who their other safety is, guys. But I already named their secondary. It's Darby. Well, first is Kyle Fuller, Darby, which is a really good duo, and Bryce Callahan at that slot corner, and Justin Simmons at free. I don't know who's their strong. Oh, and they drafted Surtain. Holy crap. Oh, okay. How are they going to...
That's probably going to be Slayton versus Surtain, but because Tony, he's not starting week 1 in my opinion. I would actually be a little surprised.
How are the Broncos going to do that? Somebody's not going to play.
That's what I'm saying. They're kind of in the same situation as we are with figuring out who's starting, who's not.
Yeah, because, Callahan has to start in the slot. He played it extremely well. Darby is a good boundary corner. Kyle Fuller's one of the best in the game. How the hell do you put Surtain in there? Kareem Jackson is there too? Okay, so they do have depth. I forgot Kareem Jackson. Oh, Kareem Jackson's playing safety now, isn't he? Because he's old. That dude's been in the league forever. Kareem Jackson. He's the one that's recruiting Deshaun Watson, that bastard. He's the one saying that Deshaun Watson wants to come to Denver.
Well, Deshaun has said it himself, but I'm pretty sure Kareem was probably trying to recruit him as well.
Oh, wait. Deshaun already said it?
Yeah, Deshaun said he wants to be a Bronco.
Is it confirmed? Is it on video? Or is it
No, it's not on video.
Somebody's words?
It's not on video, no.
Damn, I kind of want to see that. Just to see the hype. Just to see all that hype. Just now that he wants to go to... That he made it known he wants to go to Denver, they're not going to trade him to Denver. Let me say screw you. Screw you. Yo... You know what's crazy? I hope it's not Watson or Aaron Rodgers, but what are the only teams that need a quarterback right now this season? Because
it's Denver. It's not that many.
It's Denver and Washington. So
yeah.
So if Watson or Aaron goes to Washington, which
if
seems
Watson
like
goes to Washington, bro,
that'll be two L's that we have as wins, man.
I'll be so done, bro. If Deshaun Watson goes to Washington. People are gonna hate me for this.
You would have
people are gonna hate me for this.
I'm
not as scared as Aaron Rodgers going to Washington as I am with Deshaun Watson going to Washington. Mostly because I'm thinking career length wise.
Right.
Deshaun's gonna be there for like the next 10 years, bro. Aaron's gonna be there for like the next 3 or something. Well, my God, Jesus Christ, it's Denver.
Yeah. So
Washington.
We're facing both those teams.
Listen. If Sam Darnold fails this year, then Carolina's back in the mix.
That's true.
Is that it? That cannot be the only teams that need a quarterback.
That's the only teams that are really in the market for a quarterback right now.
Be, bro.
And we play both of them, man.
It can't be. The Eagles, even though the Eagles believe in Jalen Hurts,
but we'll still have to play them. I want them out the way this season, dude. I want them out the way. That's what's pissing me off is like I'm hearing all this Denver and all this Washington talk. We play Washington twice a year. They're the reigning NFC East champions. And then Denver is our week 1 opponent. Like, I don't even care how you flip them. I don't care if Aaron goes to Denver and Watson goes to Washington. It's still going to suck for us, man. It's still going to suck for us.
No, I'm listing out all the teams in my head right now, bro. Let's go to the NFC West. Cardinals have a QB. Seahawks have a QB. Rams have a QB. 49ers now have a QB with Trey Lance. Let's go to the NFC South. The Saints, I want Jameis Winston to succeed. It doesn't necessarily mean he is going to succeed. So maybe them. I don't know.
Yeah, but this year,
Falcons, they got one this year. Carolina, they had the Sam Darnold experiment. And Buccaneers obviously have Brady. North. So Rodgers is in question with Green Bay, but they got obviously Jordan Love right there, ready and waiting. Jared Goff is now with the
Lions.
Lions. Maybe Minnesota, bro, because Kirk Cousins ain't all that. Maybe Minnesota. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Who's the final team in the North that I'm forgetting?
Who'd you
NFC
miss?
North.
Bears.
Bears. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they
they got
got one now.
Fields.
Oh man, let's go over to the AFC now.
It's not looking good, dude.
Steelers. I've been saying that Big Ben is washed, bro. I've been saying
But are they really
Big Ben
gonna
is
trade
washed.
for an Aaron Rodgers or
And
Deshaun
and
Watson?
Muzz, I know that the Vikings drafted Kellen. Is everybody really about to say Kellen Mond's about to develop into a franchise quarterback? Is that what we're
I
doing?
don't know where the hell that came from. Honestly, I
Apparently,
don't
it's like a legit thing though. But
know.
Steelers, yeah, I think the Steelers definitely need a QB. I'm a very big proponent of Big Ben is washed, and he should have retired like 2 years ago. Um, Browns got their quarterback. Bengals got their quarterback. Ravens got their quarterback. All right, let's go out to the West. Chiefs got their quarterback. Surprisingly, Raiders got their quarterback. They're still coming. They're still rolling with Derek Carr. So you know what? There's that. Um, Chargers got their quarterback. Who's the final team in the AFC West out there?
Who'd you miss? Broncos, but that's the team in question.
Broncos, one of the teams in questions. Let's go to AFC South. Titans.
It's getting
Titans.
narrower, bro. It's getting narrower.
Listen. Titans unfortunately got their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill is better than a lot of people give him credit for. He really is, but they definitely have their quarterback situation figured out. Carson Wentz on the Colts, that could fail, but for this year I don't see it failing. So they got their quarterback. Texans, one of the teams.
Just imagine Aaron goes to freaking Houston or something.
Oh man. And then who was the last team I'm forgetting in the South now?
Jacksonville, but they have Trevor.
They got Trevor. Let's go to the AFC East. Jets got their quarterback. My
Buffalo
boy Mac
is
Jones
good.
is up there in New England. Buffalo is good.
Miami.
Oh my God. There's like 3 teams in the league that need quarterbacks, bro. What is this?
That's what I've been saying this, bro. I said this last year.
I know people in the chat are saying Saints. I'm saying for this year, they're gonna roll with Jameis, I think.
Because
they wouldn't mind an upgrade, but I don't really see them.
If they're gonna get traded, they're gonna get traded before the season starts.
Mm-hmm.
So what's a team that needs a quarterback before the season starts? There's only two, and we faced them both this year.
I think there's only one. I think Washington's gonna roll forward with Fitzpatrick. I think they are. I think they're gonna roll with Fitz and Heineke.
I hope so. Dear God, I hope so. Let's go Heineke. Heineke.
Taylor Heineke, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'd love to crush his dreams.
Whose dreams?
Taylor Heineke.
Does he have any dreams left?
Well, he's trying to be a franchise quarterback for the Washington football team, and I'd like to crush the dream. I'd like Daniel Jones to continue the streak.
He could do it, man, because, I mean, Kirk did it. Kirk came out of nowhere, so.
That's true. Yeah, but at the same time, they believed in Kirk probably more than they did Robert Griffin, drafting him in the 4th round the same year they drafted Robert Griffin. So.
Ay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah.
So, no matter how you crack it, if they get traded, odds are it's going to be to a team that we played.
I mean, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we're going to be wrapping this up soon, guys. Make sure you guys leave some questions, any final comments as we wrap this up. I still have to look at what the hell. Okay, let me see if there was any shooting star sightings.
John Doe says, will Jones continue to dominate the number 1 defense in the league? Oh, yeah. Is Washington ranked as the number 1 defense in the league? If so, I mean, I'm banking on it. The man is 4-0 against them.
Well, they keep rating Washington number 1 defense. I could have sworn the Giants had a better defense than them last year.
No, Washington was ahead of us.
Oh, yeah, they were?
They were. They definitely were. But, yeah, number 1, I didn't know that. But, yeah, I got faith in them continuing to do it. And this man is currently looking up if there was any shooting star sightings in Florida.
That's right. I ain't joking. Let's see. I've seen a bunch of April 13th. No, I'm not looking. Let's see. Tools. Anytime in the past hour. Let's see.
They said in Tampa.
I'm an hour away from Tampa. Where'd you see that?
Planets visible in the night sky and stars in Tampa for 10 hours on June 9th.
I didn't see the planets. I saw a star. No, man. Am I the only one? Am I
You
the
were probably the
chosen
only
one?
one.
I am the chosen one. Independent outsider. Thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. He says, "Let's be ready for the Eagles. Stay healthy, G man." That's what I'm really
I
looking forward
agree.
to, man. I can't wait to face the Eagles, man. I can't wait to face the Eagles. I wanted them week 1. I wanted to get at least one of those games over with and kind of shove it in their face because I know they're going to be chirping all season, no matter what they could be 0 and whatever by the time we face them, have no wins, and they'll still be talking smack.
And me and Kate were talking about this. They put it at really weird times. The first game is right around Thanksgiving, and then the second game is the day after Christmas. So like I was like, that's weird holiday timing for the Eagles games.
Yeah. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. But as far as games that we're gonna be able to go to, I won't be able to go to any of the Eagles games, guys. I know some people are doing the meetups on the Eagles games because it's a big kind of event. A lot of expectations in those Eagle games. So I will not be able to make those games, guys, but I am going to the Tampa Giants game down here in Tampa. If you guys are also going as well, I know Bobby from Talking Giants is going. Maybe I'll be able to see him there. So if you guys are going, let me know. And we're also trying to get together on January, was it 18th?
9th is
9th,
week
January
18.
9th.
January 9th.
Week,
Week 18.
Week 18, January 9th, when the Giants face Washington.
For the last game
So
of the season,
last
closing
game
it
of the
out.
season, right? And that's home, obviously. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we're trying to make that. I'm trying to make that as well, guys. So if you guys are going, make sure you guys let us know as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's gonna be it for tonight, guys.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's it. That's everything. I will be back soon
Oh,
with
I
some more
found it, bro.
content.
Florida Fireball meteor activity between June 5th and 11th, 2021. So you probably saw Florida Fireball.
Is green?
I don't know. They just call it a
You
Florida
said June
Fireball.
5th?
From June 5th to the 11th. Like in those dates, look out for meteor activity, specifically Florida Fireballs.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's so awesome. That's so awesome.
Look, you could report a fireball. If it looks like a huge shooting star, report it. So you could go on the website and report it.
Oh, damn. That thing, like I usually see them fade away, but that thing just kept going, like it was gonna hit the earth, bro. I was like, "Yo, do something."
Look, I sent you the link in private chat. Go ahead and report it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that.
Let's go, Sean. That's gonna be cool. He's going to week 18.
Yes, nice. I can't wait to see you guys there. It's gonna be fun. I went in 2019 in that Jets Giants game. That was one of the best moments of my freaking life. That trip was one of the best moments of my life. So I know this one is gonna be highly anticipated. So that being said, guys,
I looked up pictures of it and like all of them are green. So yeah.
Let's go. Send them to me. But all right, guys, that'll be it. I'm gonna try to figure out this mess with fireballs because I think I made a great discovery. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys next time.
Peace.